Good evening. This is Melody, and you're listening to Soft Talk with Ivory Road. A gentle turn, autumn's embrace, a walk through the woods. After the noise and color of the festival, the quiet calls again. A walk beneath trees that know how to listen, the hush of leaves underfoot. Tonight we walk into the woods, not to arrive anywhere, but to listen. To feel how the earth breathes when no one is rushing her along. The air holds a coolness that speaks softly against your skin. It carries the faint scent of pine and damp leaves, the delicate smoke of a distant fire. The path ahead is strewn with color, bronze, rust, the gold of things almost gone. Each step presses gently into the earth. A slow conversation between the body and the soil that holds it. The light here has its own timing. It filters through the branches as if it knows the weight of the moment, as if it wants to stay. Every beam bends around the trunks and finds its place. On moss, on bark, on the stillness itself, nothing asks to be brighter than it is. The forest moves quietly, yet it is never still. Leaves turn over in the breeze, murmuring like pages in an unseen book. Somewhere above, a bird takes flight, not a startle, but a decision. The sound of wings flutter through the air like a breath you can almost hear. Deeper in, the world grows softer. The path winds, narrow and dappled, and the noise of elsewhere fades completely. There is only the hush of steps, the pulse of air, the faint ticking of acorns landing somewhere unseen. Everything here has its rhythm, and somehow your footsteps flow to keep it. The trees are vast, yet gentle in their presence. Their roots thread through the earth like memory, unseen but holding everything in place. You can almost feel them breathing, drawing strength from depths we never think to imagine. The air is full of what cannot be named. The scent of change, the taste of cold light, the feeling that time has stopped just long enough to let you belong inside it. A squirrel skitters across a fallen log, its motion quick and certain. A woodpecker hammers once, twice, then pauses as if to listen to its own echo. The forest answers in layers: rustle, wing beat, wind. You begin to notice how the world speaks in languages older than sound. You reach a small clearing where the sun rests low. Light spreads across the ground like a soft invitation. A few leaves fall in slow spirals, not hurried, not lost, simply surrendering. Each one drifts through air made visible by light. You stand in the clearing for a while, and the silence takes on weight. The air feels thick with waiting, the kind that holds everything gently in place. A faint hum of insects trembles in the distance. The warmth of the sun gathers at your shoulders, and you feel it linger there, a soft reminder that even endings can carry warmth. There is no need to speak. The forest listens, and in its listening you begin to hear yourself more clearly, not the thoughts that chatter, but the deeper sound beneath them, the one that hums quietly when the world grows gentle. The wind stirs again, and for a moment everything moves, branches bowing, leaves lifting, shadows shifting. It feels like being inside the breath of something vast and kind. You sit on a fallen log, and the wood is cool beneath your palms. The scent of earth rises around you, rich, alive, forgiving. You trace the rough grain with your fingertips, feeling its quiet story. Years of sun and frost, the slow patience of growth. Somewhere nearby, a bird hops close, curious, unafraid. Its tiny claws tap against the bark, and it tilts its head toward you, as if to ask a question. You realize how rarely you are still enough to be approached by such trust. Time passes unnoticed. It becomes the sound of your breathing, the rhythm of your heart, matching the slow language of the forest. The light thins to silver, the air cools against your face, and a peace settles. Not the absence of motion, but the gentleness of it. When you stand again, the light has changed. It's quieter now, tinged with the gray of evening. The shadows have softened to blue, and the first threads of mist begin to drift through the branches. You turn back toward the path, but part of you stays behind, resting in that space, where silence and presence meet, where the world asks nothing but awareness. At the edge of the woods, the last of the sunlight slips between the branches. The air is cool again. You breathe it in, the scent of leaves, of earth, of ending. And as you step out, it follows, that soft, unspoken calm that only the woods can leave behind. When the forest grows dim and the chill finds its way home, light begins again, not in the sky, but in the hearth. Soft Talk by Ivory Road. Breathe deep. The light is still becoming.